Hello YouTubers, this is me here, and I thought right now I'd do a video talking about, as you can read down below, WrestleMania 30, and I just got finished watching it about an hour ago, and I thought I'd just give results and all that, and my opinion on the show. The show started out with Daniel Bryan and Triple H. I didn't watch the pre-show. I don't really care what happened on the pre-show because it's the fucking pre-show. But it started off Daniel Bryan beating Triple H to get into the match later in the night for the world title with Batista Randy Orton. I actually thought this was a really, really good match. It was entertaining, it was sort of up in the air, and it was actually really good. And I actually really enjoyed it. Next match on the card is the Shield versus Kane and the New Age Outlaws. This match was not very long. Really wasn't. It was just very short, like even for what I went in this after I looked at this, and it's like they have a lot more time to fill, and this match felt kind of short. But the one thing that happened in this match that I was kind of really thought, oh my god, that was actually pretty well done, was the ending where they go up for the triple power bomb, and you have Roman Reigns pretty much powerbomb both Road Dogg and Billy Gunn at the same time, and it was one of those cool ass moments that WrestleMania is known for. Then you got, I believe you had next the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. I'm doing this from memory, sorry, it's just kind of trying to remember what happened in the night. There's a few notable things, like I know everyone seemed to think Big Show was going to win this going into it, but actually a surprise. Antonio Cesaro won this match, and after the match, Big Show actually shook his hand. And there were some great moments in this match, like the ending where Cesaro lifted up Big Show and body slammed him out of the ring. That was a great test of strength for Antonio Cesaro, and he won that match. Next, I believe we had where they talked about the Hall of Famers, the class 2014. It was a great class. I might say it this way. I think this is the greatest class of wrestlers that they put in the Hall of Fame. It's just a shame, as a fan who's been watching as long as I have, that they didn't put in a guy like Randy Savage this year. I know there's reasons why, but to wrestling fans such as myself. What else happened? You had that. Just trying to remember what happened on this card. I believe then next you got Undertaker versus Lesnar, I think was next. And all I can say, oh my god, the streak is over. Brock Lesnar is the guy that ended The Undertaker's streak. And me and my friend Lyndon were sitting here watching it. And after that F5, I'm like, that's the third F5 in the match. And he's like, because he just stopped over or whatever. And he's like, really? And then we heard 3 and our jaws dropped. Everyone's jaws like, what the fuck? Brock Lesnar ended the streak? Out of all the guys you could have had ended it, Brock Lesnar. But oh god, that, I don't know, at that point it's like, yeah, that could be really the death nail in this card, was that. But it just kind of left that feeling like, really, you went there? All the guys you could have, all the stuff you could have done. Oh yes, I forgot to talk about a match before this, but anyway, after that I'll talk about it. And it was actually really good. It was, I don't know, Taker just, to me this year, just didn't seem to be in shape, not necessarily shape, but he spent a lot of this match on his back. I'm not sure if he got hurt during this match or whatever, but to end it that way, I don't know who's in creative, but that was a dumb dick decision. Even if it was going to be Taker's last Mania, have Taker go undefeated. But that's just my opinion on it. The match before it, actually, that I forgot to mention, is John Cena and Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family. Great entrance for Bray Wyatt. This guy is going to be a star in this company. If he isn't already, he should be in that top tier of their new generation they're going to have to build. But I know I might be in the minority saying this. This match was one of my favorite matches on this card. It was a fantastic match. Absolutely fantastic match. Well plotted out, well scripted. The only complaint I have about it is the ending. I thought maybe this would be the part where Bray Wyatt went over. But I liked where they started to tease John Cena. Well, would he turn heel during this match? And they're like, oh, well, maybe, maybe not. But, or people could come on here and say, yeah, well, we've been wanting a John Cena heel turn for years. But I like that they finally put in a little bit of gray into John Cena, especially this WrestleMania. There was some great action during this match. It actually kept my interest through the entire match where I didn't feel like turning it off. So that's that. The second last match on the card is the Divas match. And the result is AJ retained. And, I have no problem with it. It was pretty much it was pretty much to settle the crowd back down for the main event. And it did what it did. AJ retains the title. And that's all I have to say about that. Now the main event. This was a good main event. I really enjoyed it. I thought that this is one of the better. It's up there for me with 20 in main events for WrestleMania. It was actually really good. And to everyone who said, oh, Batista, I thought Batista looked great in this match. I thought Randy Orton looked great in this match. And I thought Daniel Bryan looked great in this match. Sold that arm. Earlier in the night after his match at Triple H, Triple H attacked, who was it? Attacked Daniel Bryan and pretty much hurt his arm, went after his arm, targeted it. And they showed parts during the night where it's like, oh, he was trying to move his arm and all that and sold it like $1 million. But there were some great spots in this match. I loved the spot where Batista was like up to powerbomb Daniel Bryan on the announce table. And Orton came up and pretty much like neck breakered him on the announce table, breaking the announce table. And also it looked like Orton landing on his back on a television monitor was pretty epic spot. But once again, Daniel Bryan wins. The whole yes movement, whatever the fuck that's going to turn into. Do I agree with this decision? If you're saying, yeah, you're sending the fans home happy, yes. Is it long term? I just don't think so. I don't think he's going to be a long-term champion. Don't see it. A lot of the people that say, oh yeah, Daniel Bryan supporters, they're going to run away pretty quickly. This is the only problem I had with him winning the belt is going to be this. Will the fans stick by him, buy his merch, do all that stuff during this, or are they going to bury him very quickly? And I think we're going to see it now. As a whole, this pay-per-view, this was a hell of a lot better than I was expecting it was going to be. I went into this wondering, should I watch it? Should I watch it? And it was actually very good. This is probably, in my opinion, the best WrestleMania since WrestleMania 22. In my opinion, this was a fantastic show. Very good. You didn't have a match that I didn't think delivered. I thought every match on this card either delivered or superseded my expectations. The opening match I knew was going to be good with Triple H, Daniel Bryan. That was going to be good. I was mesmerized at how great the Bray Wyatt, John Cena match was. The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar match. Oh God, should I rant about this? That decision is almost, and I'll repeat this, might even be worse than when they turned Stone Cold heel. That is the most stupidest decision they made, and they might regret that next year. Because if that card is terrible going into it, you don't have The Undertaker to fall back on. Like for the last few years, like 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Can you imagine how bad those shows would have been if it didn't have the streak going into it? But anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions. If I had to give it a grade, I would give this show 7.5 out of 10. There are some flaws to it. There are some mostly just... I hated that decision. I hated the decision of Brock Lesnar to go over. I did not like the decision of John Cena to go over. But I understand it. But anyway, it is what it is. This is me here once again. Be sure to like, comment, favorite down below, subscribe. Peace.